Hi. I'm really bored. I've been laying on my couch all morning trying to sleep and I can't sleep, so I'm cutting vegetables now for my cabbage soup. It's hard for me to talk too because I don't really talk to anybody too often, so I'm actually really quiet all the time. But I wanted to talk about the Lord of the Old Testament, Yahweh. There's actually two gods represented by one name in the Old Testament. There's the Father, who's only good, and in him is no darkness at all. And then there is Satan, the god of this world, who became god of this world when Eve ate the fruit and Adam. And that's when Satan got all power and authority to be the god of this world. So, anyway, Yahweh, the Lord, Satan, in the Old Testament, he's the one who got the, did all the plagues. He did all the plagues to that guy. He killed all the firstborn and brought all the pestilence and death and blood. And Satan steals, kills, and destroys. It's pretty simple. Jesus came to the world and he showed us who the Father was. He said, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father, God. Jesus is nothing like the Old Testament God, Satan. I've said it before in my other videos. But, I wanted to talk about it because that's why I left Christianity years ago. I didn't want to know about Christianity from pastors or what anybody else said. I wanted to know all for myself. So I said, I'm going to read the Bible front to back. And so I started doing that, and I got through a few books, and I had to stop. I think I stopped at the story where, this was so long ago, but there was like a, got my celery. There's like a man who said, God, if you do this for me, I'll sacrifice the next thing that walks out of my house to you. And his daughter walked out. So he was gonna sacrifice his daughter to God, and she went out into the mountains for 4 months to mourn her virginity. And I was like, I can't, no. No human sacrifice, no cannibalism, none of that. I can't, no murder. I can't serve a God. I can't follow a God like that. And I left Christianity. Well, then I found out that the Bible has been changing by the devil because there's been some evil stuff added. Like the word magic is now MAGICK. They added the K to the end of it. And, yeah. But, so I was like, oh, well, maybe those stories weren't there in the original, maybe God's not evil. Maybe the devil's just messing with it. So I was able to reconcile my faith. Other stuff happened after that. I went through a major psychosis that almost stole my soul. But I just kept believing that, you know what, my soul belongs to God, to Jesus. And sorry about the dogs. Somebody's outside. So I don't know. I feel pretty good about what I know about stuff. That Jesus and his Father are only light and good, and the Bible's being demonically changed, and there's been lots of glitches in the Matrix. No, I don't think we live in a Matrix. No, I don't think we live in a simulation. I think that's so stupid. A lot of people say, oh, we live in a simulation. Yeah, we're in a computer. How dumb do you think I am? Anyway, I just wanted to say that you can follow Jesus because his Father is not that God of the Old Testament. And I just wanted to let everybody know that our God is not he doesn't steal, kill, destroy, pillage, burn. There's a story in the Old Testament where Elijah, the prophet, called down fire and burned like 140 people or something. And then Jesus' disciples were like, hey, should we call down fire like Elijah did? And Jesus was like, no, you don't know what spirit you're speaking of, or something like that. So Jesus was like, that ain't my Father. That ain't what we're about. So even Jesus said it. So yeah. Okay, bye.